All right, excited to go ahead and speak with you guys. The topic that I chose to speak about this year is something that I'm passionate about and I'm interested in, and I feel like it's an area of the game that's very neglected and kind of undertaught. So it's teaching catchers about how to call pitches. I feel like over the past number of years, there've been a lot of conversations about who should call the pitch. Should it be the coach, the pitcher, the catcher, or a combination of all three? And I'll speak about that briefly. But I think we definitely have to have a system for learning how to call pitches. And when I say a system of learning how to call pitches, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you, hey, in a 1-1 count, you should throw this. In an 0-2 count, you should throw this. This particular count, and this is the statistics. I don't know that. I don't know your pitchers. I don't know your catchers. I don't know your defense. I don't know if you play on a field that has a short left porch. I have no idea. I don't think anybody can tell you what pitches should be thrown in which exact situation. But what I do think we can do is I think we can build a system to help our players get better at it, and I think that's an area that a lot of us can improve in. For me, the problem with the current situation a lot of times is if you want to get better at calling pitches, you kind of need to do it. You need to have some experience. And for catchers, a lot of times, once we give them that responsibility, as soon as they make a mistake or a pitch gets hit, bam, we're quick to criticize them. That responsibility gets taken away from them, and it's hard to continually get better. I hear a lot of programs and a lot of coaches, they talk about catchers development. I think development now is a buzzword. It gets used a lot, and it's a sexy thing to talk about. But we have to develop catchers into becoming better pitch callers. I feel like there's a lot of guys who probably enter pro ball and have not really called games before and don't really have a lot of background to kind of build their knowledge base and their repertoire. So what I want to speak to you today is about building a system that you can use to hopefully help your catchers become better at this. I feel like one of the biggest problems out there is, if you guys know and you follow me on Twitter, I like to ask questions a lot. I like to get guys' opinions. I like to start conversations. I asked the question to a number of people, hey, what do you do for your catchers to help them improve and become better pitch callers? I typically get two answers. Number one, I talk to them in between innings. That's what we talk to them in between innings. And then secondly, I tell them to watch more baseball, watch it on TV, and think along with the pitcher. What would you throw in this situation? And I'm not really a big fan of that. First of all, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with either of those, but if that's all you're doing and that's all the direction you're giving your catchers, I think there's a lot more that we can do. For example, talking to guys in between innings. That sounds great, but in reality, if you ever coached and been on a field, you're probably running out to coach third base or coach first base. You got to work with the offense. It's really hard to do a great job in between innings. Sure, you can make quick hitter comments here and there to help guys or maybe to go over something that just happened, but that should not be the only classroom for learning how to call pitches. And then when you just tell guys to watch more games on TV, I kind of feel the same way about that. It's easy. It's easy to be a Monday morning quarterback and not necessarily think ahead. So what we're going to talk about today is hopefully to help you guys build a system. So I said the goal of this presentation is not to tell you which pitch to throw when. It's to give you a system or a framework to help your catchers get better at calling pitches. And that's what I'm hoping to accomplish today. Maybe just give you a few ideas that you can take back with you.